Hey guys, welcome back to the Chilli channel. I'm Pete, the Norfolk Chilli Head, and this is part 2 of my extreme chili chocolate challenge. Now anyone who saw part 1 will have seen me take on the mild and the medium chocolates that were in this pack. You've got the chipotle and the jalapeno, but today I will be taking on the fiery, which is a Tabasco flavoured chocolate, and the extreme, which has habanero in it. Yum yum yum. It's another horrible wintry day here in Norfolk. The snow is everywhere, and I know that Brian at the Aeon 38 channel has been experiencing that too. He has had a deluge of snow down there where he is, and you should check out his latest video. It is funny stuff. But hey, at least I'm not the only one suffering around here, right? But what better way could there be than to warm up with some gorgeous chili chocolate? Again, if anyone saw my last video, you'll have known that I wasn't sure where to get this stuff from. But I have since been reliably informed that you can get this from British Home Stores here in the UK, the big department store chain. It was, however, unfortunately, part of their Christmas gift range. So whether they've got any of this stuff left is anybody's guess. You'd have to go down there and find out. So you might very well find they're out of stock of this stuff, which would be a shame. But if you are that desperate to get your hands on some, then go down to BHS and see if you can find any. Okay, so on to the chocolate. As I said, we're starting off today with the fiery, which is Tabasco oil inside this chocolate. And I'll just quickly read you the blurb on here, upside down. It says that Tabasco peppers are an American legend. These fiery little jewels are the primary ingredient in Tabasco sauce. Well, we knew that, right? The famous hot sauce that has been produced in southern Louisiana since 1848, when the peppers were first imported from the state of Tabasco in Mexico. Okay, a little history lesson for you there. Right, so we're going to crack on straight away with this. The fiery level 3 of my chili chocolate challenge. Here we go. Okay. Right. Anyone who watched the first part of this will remember that I didn't find much of a difference in heat level from the mild to the medium. The difference with this one is more noticeable. There's a slight mouth burn, but it's only very, very slight. Whereas with the other two, I didn't really feel any mouth burn at all. It was all in the back of the throat. This also hits the back of the throat, and it hits it a little bit stronger than the other two. So I've got a little bit of a sweat going on now as well. Excuse me. Not very pleasant. But yeah, the flavour is great. As I say, it's just, you know, milk chocolate, which we all know what that tastes like. It's interesting to see how the flavour profiles of the chilies affect the taste of the chocolate. With the chipotle one, you obviously had that smoky flavour, and then with the jalapeno, you had more of a fruity, slightly fruity flavour. With this one, it's replaced by more of a slight bitterness, which isn't unpleasant at all. But that's the flavour profile of that chili coming through, I think. You know, those Louisiana style sauces do tend to have slightly more of a bitter quality to them. So it's interesting to see how that comes through in the chocolate, actually. I really quite enjoy that. But the heat is already pretty much subsided, to be honest. It can still feel it a little bit in the back of the throat, but not too much. So far, this chili challenge isn't proving too challenging. Will that change when we get to the habanero pepper? Because as we know, habaneros are pretty damn hot. So, as it says here on the little box, the habanero chili is a round oblong shaped chili about 3/4 of an inch wide and belongs to the hottest chili family there is. Is that right? I don't think so. I mean, obviously it's very hot, but you've got things like Nagas and Trinidad scorpions, etc., etc. it says Habanero means from Havana, a reference to its possible origins. Well, I didn't know it was anything to do with Havana. That's interesting. Something I didn't know. You learn something new every day, don't you? Right. The heat has now died down from the previous mouthful I had. So here we go with level 4. Should I be quaking in my boots? Let's find out, shall we? Here we go. Mm. 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 Excuse me. Sorry, I'm wiping away the little bit of sweat. Very nice. The heat is much more intense with this one. Wow. It really does kick the back of the throat. Initially, you do feel it in the mouth as well, but again, for some reason, that doesn't amount to much. It doesn't ever develop into like a searing kind of tongue burn, which you might get with, hotter chilies. Habanero hot sauces, you do get that. You do get the full mouth burn, you get the lips going and everything, but not with this. It just does go straight to the back of the throat, really. It is more intense than the other chocolates, but it's still not overwhelming. It's pretty much fine, and the flavour is very pleasant. It's hard to put my finger on again how the flavour profile has changed. It is different to the previous one, to all three of the previous ones. It's more of an aromatic flavour. I think that's the word I would use. It's more floral and aromatic. And I'm really finding this quite interesting because it's, understanding how the different peppers give you different flavour profiles. I find that really interesting, and you can certainly tell the difference between all 4 of these. So if you can track them down, I do recommend it. You might struggle now, as I said, because they were part of the Christmas range at VHS, but if you can find them, do have a look, because yeah, it's really interesting to just go through them all and see how different they all are. I also know that a good friend of mine by the name of Thomas Clayton has been given some of these for his Christmas present, and is too wussy to try them. He doesn't do chili, he tells me. Well, I challenge you, sir. I challenge you to a duel. Whether that's going to happen, I doubt it. Okay, so that was my chili chocolate challenge. Coming up soon, guys, stay tuned, because we will be going back to the hot sauces next. I am going to be ordering quite a lot of stuff from my usual place, which is hotheads.com. Check it out if you don't know them. I'm going to be getting loads of sources from them, I hope, so stay tuned, and I will be back soon with another review. Peace.